So I don't know if my camera was working when I was trying to talk before. I am on the Honda. I have just changed the gearing on it, geared it down, a little bit more suited to single track, and we went through and put a 12-ounce flywheel weight on it, and had the suspension completely redone by MotoXperts. And I've been riding it here for a few minutes, and I can tell you already, I'm a lot more comfortable on the suspension. Can't see anything. We got a whole horde here. A lot more comfortable on the suspension. They did a nice job making it, revalving it more for off-road. I said let's do it for off-road, but let's kind of bias it towards desert stuff, which is exactly what we're doing today. Out here in the desert. And we've had a little technical, not a ton of technical on this bike since I got on it. But it's certainly better than it was. Time to kind of bias it towards desert. I can't see. Oh, there we go. It's hard for me to see with a little bit of dust. Bias it towards the desert. But I need this thing so it's not motocross gearing. And they did that, and it is a big improvement. Whether or not it's vastly improved in the tighter, gnarlier stuff, I don't yet know. I will tell you though that having the flywheel weight on here has not really improved my bottom end. And then I think that's 5th gear. So the gearing's a little short now. So that's kind of the issue. In order to get 1st gear down where I needed it, for some of the slower speed stuff, now 4th and 5th are not high enough. So with the Honda, there still feels like a really heavy weight on my front wheel, holding it down. The suspension and the balance of the bike, I think, are better, for sure. I just wanted to freeze the recording right there and say that now that I've had time to process this, the suspension and the balance of the bike were vastly improved. It was the best thing that we did in order to modify this bike more for this desert off-road stuff. The suspension was hands down the best thing that we've done to the bike so far. But still, even though, despite the fact that, see right there, no power, no power, no power, and then everything all at once. And that's not that fun. So there's 3rd gear. I'm able to float my wheel better than before. We have the suspension revalved, 2nd gear, but still this bike just feels like there's this massive weight holding the front wheel down. Now we set this bike up with less sag than the others per Race Tech and MotoXperts suggestion. So this bike has 103 millimeters of sag with my weight, and that's an average between sitting and standing. That's kind of what I do, is I shoot for the target. Like if I'm supposed to be at 103, see, I'm able to fly through the whoops and stuff a heck of a lot better than I was the last time I was out on this bike. So to me, the suspension is night and day difference. But anyway, yes, I'm liking what I'm feeling here on the suspension. Anyway, with the sag, so bike's supposed to have 103 millimeters of sag. That's what they suggested. Race Tech and MotoXperts. Kevin Egbert, thank you. So I've got it to where standing up I had about 101 millimeters, and then sitting down I had 105, 106, you know, kind of for that average of 103 millimeters. On the KTM that they did for me, we did an average of 108. 108 millimeters. So this has 5 millimeters less sag. And I asked him why that was, and he said it's just, you know, the different geometry of the bike. So that's why this one had to have 103, whereas the KTM had to have 108. And this bike is much better. Much better.
Try a real 250?
I would love to try a real 250.